Hi everyone, welcome to my house. It's Christmas time. Christmas is a time when there are a lot of traditions around. Each family has their own traditions and likes to do lots of different things. One thing that has become a tradition in our home is baking Christmas cookies. Who doesn't love a good Christmas cookie? I know I do. The Grinch apparently does not like Christmas cookies, but my kids do love cookies. So today we are going to make sugar cookies.
What do we need?
We need 1 cup of hard margarine,
1.5 cups of sugar, 2 eggs,
1 teaspoon of vanilla, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 3 cups of flour.
Let's roll.
So first, we are going to take our hard margarine and we are going to put it in our machine here.
Mixer bowl.
In the mixer. And we're going to turn it on and we're going to mix it. We're going to beat it all up for just a minute or so. Oh yeah, good job.
You forgot it. I did that.
I beat it nice and soft. And I scrape the sides down.
That looks like whipping cream.
And then we're going to add our sugar.
Sugar?
Okay, put it in there.
How much? All of it?
All of it.
No, not me by myself. Oh, that's cool.
Keep the bowl in there. And then we're going to mix this for 1 to 2 minutes. Get that sugar really mixed in with the margarine. The next thing we add are the eggs. Be careful when you crack them.
I do the eggs.
I will crack them. Thank you.
No, can I crack one?
Let's get this one. We add 1 and then we mix it in.
Mom, guess what? I took this cigarette. It's orange.
I know these eggs are very orange. It makes the batter look very orange.
Yeah.
We're gonna beat it a little bit longer and that'll lighten the color up too.
To where?
Just a minute, just a minute. Okay, turn it back on. Okay, get that one. See, it's gotten a little bit lighter.
Ooh, that looks orange.
Okay, after we've got the eggs mixed in really well, we're gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla.
Can I do it? Can I dump it?
Yeah. You hold the teaspoon.
Oh, we do 1 teaspoon. The vanilla is going to make the cookies so good.
All right, so now that we've got the eggs and the vanilla mixed into the butter and the sugar, we're gonna take our flour and we're gonna add our salt and we're gonna add our baking powder to the flour, and I'm gonna take a whisk and I'm gonna whisk it up together just to mix it all in. And then I'm gonna put some of the flour into the butter mixture.
Mom, now the butter is good.
We're gonna mix that up. Now we're gonna add the rest of our flour.
Inside.
And we're gonna mix that all up. Now, before we roll out our cookie dough and use our cookie cutters, we're gonna put this in a bowl and we're gonna let it cool for a little while. About half an hour, 45 minutes. All right, so it's time to roll out our cookies. What do we need, boys?
Cookie cutter.
Cookie cutters. We also need a rolling pin. I like to use some icing sugar to keep the cookie dough from sticking to the rolling pin and to my cupboard. And I'm using a flipper type thing to lift the cookies off.
It looks like from a pie.
Yeah, it does. So we're gonna take about a quarter or so of the dough and kind of squish it together in a ball. Put a little bit of icing sugar down. Okay, stop it. All right, so once you've got your first cookies cut out, you've got this scrap dough left, just ball it up and take another quarter bit of a dough or left from the bowl, mix it together. And it's okay that the sugar gets mixed into the sugar cookies. It's just sugar. It'll make them sweeter.
You can make 4 more.
We're gonna put those in the oven. All right, so these cookies are done. They're just a little bit brown around the edges, and that means they're done. All right, so now we've got some of the cookies baked. I got the last pan in the oven. It's time to make some icing. So what do we need? We need 3 cups of icing sugar. We need 2 tablespoons of milk, 2 tablespoons of corn syrup, teaspoon of vanilla. I add just like a quarter of a teaspoon of just a pinch of salt to cut the sweet, and some water to thin out the icing. Once you got your icing the right consistency you like, then you can divide it into different bowls and add your different colors. Hey Yari, you want to decorate some sugar cookies? Yeah! All right, and so we are done our cookie making. The kids had a lot of fun decorating cookies. And as we do that, let's consider that Luke 6:31 tells us to do to others that we would have them do to us. And so I would encourage you to maybe make some cookies and take them to a neighbor or a friend.